Anthony Richardson is a future MVP.
Whoa, I know what you're thinking. Anthony Richardson, MVP, right? A lot of people have been writing this kid off early, saying that he's a bust, saying he's not gonna last in the NFL. And I feel like you just want to say, I feel like people say that for every scrambling quarterback that they see. All right, well, I feel like Anthony Richardson is more than that. All right, we're gonna start off with the measurables. He's coming in at 6'4", 235. I don't think we've ever seen an athlete like him at the quarterback position. The closest thing we've seen to him is Jamarcus Russell, shot at Mobile, Alabama, but he was 6'6". He was running 4'8". He was running like a 4'8", 4'9". Anthony Richardson runs a 4'4". Running a 4'4" as a quarterback. That's insane stuff. At his size, it's man, I don't know. It's unlike anything we ever seen. He was a 1% athlete, which I'm pretty sure most people expected that, but even seeing it still is crazy. Whatever team gets him is automatically gonna have a top 5 rushing attack. He's probably coming in as a quarterback, coming into the coach, he's probably already going to be a top 2 rusher in the league, top 3. Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, Anthony Richardson. This is a special runner of the football that we have here. 6'4", 235. He looks like a linebacker. He looks like a 5-star edge rusher out of high school at 6'4", 235. That right there is special. Now he's coming into the Colts. He's come to the Colts, and look who his head coach is. Head coach is Steichen. I hope I'm saying that right. Steichen. He was the same guy that turned Jalen Hurts into what he is now. Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback now. French top 6, top 7. As of right now. Anthony Richardson is a better runner than Jalen Hurts and a better thrower, in my opinion, coming out of college. We're going to look at what Steichen did to Jalen Hurts. Imagine what he can do to Anthony Richardson. That is something scary to think about. That's terrifying. They're going to build the offense around him, add a lot of QP powers, read options. That boy on the ground is going to be scary. All right, you need a top rushing attack to be able to play in this NFL. You have to be able to run the ball. Running the ball is still the bread and butter of football. You have to be able to do it. All right. Now he also has a cannon of arm. I think everybody should know that as well. His arm is special. He can sling it about 65, 70 yards, I bet. Not completely sure, but he can sling that thing. He has good zip. He gets the ball out quickly. He just has a cannon of an arm, and it's special. His arm is special too. Like I said, a freak athlete. Now, people say, yeah, he's a freak athlete. Yeah, he's this and that, but can he play football? Does he know how to play quarterback? Now, this is where the casuals come in that don't watch film. They just see a scrambling quarterback and be like, oh, nah. No, Anthony Richardson knows how to play quarterback. He has elite pocket presence. His sack numbers, he doesn't take many sacks at all. There's legit film of him stepping up in the pocket, finding creases and holes and making throws. And it's special. There's clips of him doing that. If you look at the stats, he has one of the lowest sack rates in the nation, in the country. So you can't say he doesn't have elite pocket presence. He's not an improviser. He's not gonna run out the pocket and make throws on a run like a Russell Wilson or a Patrick Mahomes, but his version of extending is stepping out the pocket. He doesn't even need to use his athleticism. And with that, when he is stepping up in the pocket, finding these creases and holes, if he don't see nothing he likes, he could take off. He's not going to get sacked much in the NFL. He's too big. He's too strong. He's not going to take a lot of yardage loss unless his O-line completely breaks down on him. Once he steps up in that pocket, if he can find somewhere to go, he's done. QB spies, unless you got prime Bobby Wagner back there, it's going to be tough for your average linebacker to bring him down. The kid is big. To bring him down for a loss. Right? If anything, he's going to get you a yard. Or he's going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. He's not going to lose no yardage. Right? A back there with Jonathan Taylor, that should be scary for NFL teams. That will be scary for NFL teams. Now we're gonna look at the team that drafted him, the Colts. Um, actually, let's get to that later. Outside of his pocket presence, he knows how to go through his progressions. If you watch his film, he's going through progressions. He looks at one side of the field, don't see what he liked. Go to the next progression. Go to the next. Right? He makes pre-snap reads. He fakes snaps. Sees linebackers are blitzing or not. He knows how to play quarterback. Right? He knows how to play quarterback. Now, obviously, no quarterback prospect is perfect. He has a glaring weakness. His accuracy in the short to intermediate field and his feet work. Okay. Lower body feet work to be exact. His accuracy has been bad in the short to intermediate range, and that's obviously where NFL teams get their bread and butter at. The more West Coast style, the more, slants, outs, hitches, all that. Especially the Colts. I don't see the Colts trying to air the ball out as much, especially with their receiving room. They don't have no take the top off receiver. Everything's going to be a slow down. The Colts are going to run a very slow down game, a very run heavy game, West Coast style offense. Okay, so that's where his weaknesses really shine through. He's not very accurate. Okay, I understand that, but I feel like a couple off seasons, a couple reps, getting him warm, those problems are going to go up. Getting reps in the offseason, getting training with quarterback trainers, that's going to bring it up. And even with the Colts, if you look, you can look at his college production. Now, I don't believe in college production that much. I don't believe in college production when scouting a player, even though I'm nowhere near a scout. Right? But when I'm trying to learn about a player, I'm not looking at stats. I'm watching them play. That's me when you're scouting. All right, especially at the college level. Because there's so many circumstances. Because if that was the case, Stetson Bennett would be. If him winning and his stats were the case, Stetson Bennett would be a first round pick. But he's not. We watch him play. We know that's not going to translate to the NFL. We just know that. It's not going to translate very well. We know that. He's not going to be a starting level guy. But we look at Anthony Richardson. Y'all want to see his stats. Y'all want to see that bad Florida team. Y'all how many games they won? 7. Y'all look at that and y'all be like, oh man, he's not going to be this. He's not going to be that. Man, that's nonsense. All right, the Colts. They have a very big wide receiver room. I know that for sure. Those guys have a wide catch radius. They could also use a tight end. Tight ends are always friendly to more inaccurate quarterbacks. They're always friendly. It would be nice for them if they can find them a tight end, but that big receiver room, his completion percentage is going to go up with that big wide receiver room. Right? Shane Steichen, he's going to transform that team. He's going to transform Anthony Richardson like he did Jalen Hurts. They're going to have a nasty rushing attack. And man, the Colts, man, they look complete, man. They got a decent defense. They have a good O-line, decent rushing attack. They just been missing the quarterback, right? This rushing attack is going to go up with Jonathan Taylor and Anthony Richardson. The receivers are pretty good. They're a average receiving room. This is a team to look out for. This team wins 12 games behind Anthony Richardson, and I'm not saying year one. It's gonna take him a while to get there. I'm not saying he's gonna come out and be an MVP in these next 2 seasons. No, these are gonna be growing years. But I feel like his development is going to just slowly rise, kind of like on Jalen Hurts' trajectory. I don't see anybody that can start in front of him on that coach lineup. But of course, they have veteran QBs, so he probably will start off on the bench. But I think it would be good to throw him in that fire right away, just for a little bit, see what it's like, feel it out, right? Are the Colts trying to win this year? If they're trying to win, okay, then maybe bench him. But I think if you throw him in that fire right away, man, it could be scary. He learns the game. He learns when to rush, when to pass. He already knows how to play quarterback. He just has to fix his accuracy. Right. I can see Anthony Richardson taking the league by storm and being the best quarterback out this draft. What about Bryce Young? What about CJ Stroud? Man, I'm not saying Bryce Young is not a good quarterback. Of course not. He's obviously the best as of right now, the best talent in this draft. But we've never seen a QB at his size dominate. We haven't. In the NFL, we haven't. Hopefully, he can be the first, but we just haven't. CJ Stroud, what if he can't adjust to? What if? Well, I mean, at Ohio State, all he threw was screens all day. What if he can't adjust to having the best weapons in the nation? What if he can't adjust to that? Will Levis. Will Levis probably won't even play. We don't know much about Will Levis. He didn't even get drafted into the second round. So that's why I think Anthony Richardson is going to be a future MVP. I can really see it happening. I feel really good about this prediction. Call me crazy if you want, but that is what it is. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment your opinions. I read every comment. I may not reply because I be lazy, but I do read every comment. And thank you for watching. Peace out.